It's been said that we try to get these kids to look up when they don't often look up.
My name is Beaty. I am the campus arborist.
We do have a lot of magnificent trees. It's an old campus. It's a well-respected campus for the landscape, but it's not a highly over-designed campus. And most of the trees that they have planted here and that I continue to plant are native trees. There aren't many colleges that have the program that they have, or an arborist for that matter. This is a ginkgo tree. I always stop here on our tours. It's a very special tree to the campus because it's the only one that we have. The leaves of this tree are remarkable because they all fall down on the same day every autumn. Some day in September they all drop at once, at least in the period of one day. And they're really spectacular foliage. Golds to browns, reds, burgundies, all mixed together. Just a great tree. This tree is called the Kentucky coffee tree. It's called the coffee tree for unknown reasons. It's probably because the little beans inside those big pods up there look like coffee beans. This tree is remarkable to us because it is the New Hampshire state champion for its size. It's the biggest Kentucky coffee tree in the state. This is one of my favorite trees. I always drag people to this tree on the tour. It's a survivor. It's probably the oldest elm tree on the campus, as far as we can tell. I believe it's from the 1870s at least, maybe a little bit earlier than that. This tree in front of Rollins Chapel is an old yellow wood. It's a really spectacular tree in June. It has giant panicles of white flowers that hang down. If you're looking for a specimen tree that doesn't need a lot of care, this is one. Oak trees are another major component of the big tree population on the campus. This is one of our biggest, and probably one of our oldest. And it's a great setting for an oak tree too. It just gives great shade between Rollins Chapel and Dartmouth. This area is known as the Bema. People always ask me what that is. I'm not a scholar, but as far as I can tell, it's a Greek word that means stage. Some great trees frame it. Those two on either side are Norway spruce and Norway spruce all around. They're not native, obviously, but they're a pretty statuesque tree. They're really important to the landscape here. Most people who are here, the students all around for 4 years or so, I see this campus, this forest, through the time it took for it to develop and into the future. But I really try to encourage that outlook and to be here for the long term of the trees and have people contribute any way they can to the preservation of the campus.